Hi everyone.
Hello.
Sorry.
It has it?
Yeah, it just started now.
Oh, we just haven't started on the laptop. It really, guys, it takes a lot, like,
Setup
here. Okay, you know what I mean?
Okay, we're live on both now.
Do we still have that light in our face every time we... Okay, no, yay! I think I fixed it, right? I think I fixed it. Wow, this t-shirt's tight. And I weighed myself.
They can see that. You're on live right now. Hi everyone!
I weighed myself. I'm gonna tell everybody.
Hi on YouTube. Hi on Instagram.
Hi everybody.
You guys can see us right now. We are in our kitchen.
Rosie!
Well, dining room, kitchen area. You can see our cabinets are gone. They're gone.
We're living on a shelf.
No more cabinets.
Oh, living on a shelf. Take my hand.
Yes, we got new haircuts. Yes, we did.
Look at new cuts.
Yeah.
New cuts. I got new dues. I got new dues.
So today, like we said, we posted online everywhere.
Aren't we on the wrong side? I was like, wait a minute here.
So,
I'm like, I felt weird.
We have actually typed notes today. Look how fancy we're getting. Woo, this is all the stuff we're talking about today.
This is, again, to let you guys know the intricacy of trying to set up this
live is insane.
It's crazy.
Well, no, go grab your iPad, take a picture of this.
Oh yeah.
We will post this after a live show to show you guys what it takes to set up in our dining room to do all this and have you guys everywhere.
It sounds like you said dining room.
Hi from, wow, there's so many people.
I can't take a picture. My
it's Quilt Chick was at the meetup.
My iPad's dead.
Oh, okay, that one.
Your phone's right there. Take a picture.
Oh, yeah. My phone's right here. Okay, so we will take a picture right now of what it looks like, and we'll post it after the show to show you guys the setup we have.
And take a picture of Keikos and Seiba and post that too after the show, because look what they're doing right now. Yeah, we're weird, everybody.
I just took a picture of
hi from Saskatchewan, sunny Saskatchewan. Actually, it was rainy today. We had a lot of rain today, but we were at the WW meetup in Mississauga, and it was sunshine galore underneath our pavilion. I will say that for sure. We had a great time this afternoon, but we will talk about that in just a bit.
Yeah, so today's show is all about your questions, and we're going to answer them. And we're also going to be working out together. So as you can see, we have our workout clothes on. YouTube, you can't see us, so we'll go back a bit more. We're wearing our shorts.
We're barefoot right now.
Barefoot.
We're going to put some running shoes on.
Put some running shoes on. So we're hoping... We also have a water.
I hope you guys have water for yourselves.
Yeah, water. And so what we're going to do this hour is that we're going to have you guys walk with us. So
for about 30 minutes.
Yeah, for 30 minutes. So you're just stand up wherever you are.
Yeah. If you want to do the entire hour, feel free.
Yeah, but wherever you are, wherever you're watching us right now, if you're watching this live, if you're watching this later, when we start walking, walk with us. We will do a 30-minute walk. We'll just walk in place like this.
And we're going to answer
questions, and we'll keep going. So to get us to do some bit of exercise, and you guys can join us as well.
Yeah. We might do some stretches.
Yeah, you might like try to reach for your toes or, different things. So we hope you guys will join us because you think it's a fun way for all of us to work out together while we're doing this. So,
hi, Julie.
So hope you guys can join us. On Instagram, if you guys are watching us, we actually can't see your comments and respond because we can't see it. It's too small. But if you go on YouTube we are actually... answering questions, we can see it big on our TV when we post a picture. You guys will see later. So hope you guys join us on YouTube. Okay.
I have garlic breath.
I know, I can smell it.
Whew. I should put a piece of gum in my mouth.
I don't smell anything, but
I know you don't, but you know me.
He's being paranoid, so I just like playing with his paranoia a little bit. Okay. So, let's do a weekly recap first. So before we go into the workout, let's just do a quick weekly recap so we can just talk about what happened this week.
I don't want to offend any of you.
Is your breath good?
Is it good now? Everybody okay?
Yeah, everybody good? Okay. Okay, Lindy said she can smell you from Ajax. Okay, so one thing we did this week is we finished packing.
Actually,
well, I finished packing.
Well, we kind of split it pretty evenly. It kind of worked out because I did a lot of the beginning stuff with all the fancy dishes, and then you did the end stuff.
Yeah, so
he had the brunt of the deal.
So what we did is that we did a garage sale last weekend. We had these empty all our cupboards, everything we wanted to sell. So there was stuff all over our basement everywhere. So on Friday, I went downstairs and for 3 hours I packed boxes and just finished it all up. Our basement is clean now. Everything that we don't need in the house has been packed. And it's just now the stuff we're using, so we're ready.
And it's kind of really funny, yes. So the panic attack Nick had, of course, goes to show you that sometimes you freak out for no reason.
And now we're too early anyways now.
But actually, it's not even freak out for no reason. Sometimes those moments put you in a moment of clarity.
Yeah.
And I know that sounds really funny to say, but it really puts you in a moment of clarity where you start thinking, okay, I need to organize something. And that's what a journey is.
Yeah, but like for people to understand, like when I have my panic attacks, my anxiety attacks, my problem is that I couldn't figure out where we needed to start.
That's exactly what
I couldn't figure out what was the first thing that I needed to do because there was so much stuff happening that I couldn't figure out, and I kept thinking, no, I should do this first, and I would do this, no, I should do this, and I kept going in circles and circles and circles. So just to have that done now feels just amazing.
Oh, completely.
We didn't weigh in.
I just weighed upstairs. I'm going to be honest, I'm going to say it.
Okay.
I'm going to say it. Because we didn't weigh in. We've not been on program as much as we should be. We've been eating okay. We've been eating... No.
I had fries and poutine this weekend. What do you
did.
mean?
I had a female bacon sandwich.
Yeah,
with chicken in it. It was
indulged.
really good.
We indulged this weekend.
But then we had a beautiful charcuterie table.
Yeah, but I ate mostly
crackers and cheese. So I am at 183.9 today.
Oh, wow.
Go weigh yourself.
Okay.
I challenge you.
Okay, I'm gonna go weigh myself.
He's going to weigh himself. Ah ha 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 ha.
I was supposed to do it for the show.
I see an itty bitty kitty. You do see an itty bitty kitty. He's just hiding under the table. Say that. Come say hi. Come on. Hey, come here, baby. Say that. Come here. Oh, I know. Everybody wants to say hi to Saba. There's a little itsy bitsy kitty. Say hi, Saba.
Okay.
Aww.
181.7.
Aww.
I was supposed to weigh in before the show and I completely forgot. So 181.7. So I've gained maybe like 5 pounds.
They are so affectionate right
Yeah.
now. Oh my goodness.
Yeah. So yeah, so we both put on weight. But you know what? We already planned tomorrow. We've already prepped our stuff for the week.
Yep.
And we're going to be having back to program. Just that's what it is. We indulged this weekend, so now it's time to go back to program. Get stuff done correctly.
And Heather, the cats actually have not been freaking out. They know there's something going on.
But they've been so affectionate and happy.
Completely. I think they're just more like, please don't leave us.
No, I think they're like, everything's disappearing. Are we next? I think that's what they're thinking.
Oh yes, exactly. And we've been gone since yesterday morning, so it was a whole day.
Well, that's one of the next thing we're talking about. We were at St. Catherine's.
Yes, we were. Is the music too loud? Did you bring them upstairs?
Maybe. No, you have them in your hands.
Oh, I have yours.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, because you put them down on my side.
That's okay. I'll grab this. So yeah, so we went to Niagara Falls this weekend, Niagara on the Lake as well. We surprised.
Actually, we have to talk about the entire weekend. So it was Melanie Bells.
Yeah.
We love her. She's fantastic. A lot of you might already know her.
Yeah.
She invited us over to her aunt's house.
Aunt Lynn
in Niagara on the Lake. And we've never really been to Niagara on the Lake. We've been to Niagara Falls, and have driven through Niagara on the Lake.
And we went once.
We went for
with
lunch with Michelle, but we never actually got to see the little town or anything like that. And so they brought us in. We walked through the little town. It was awesome. We went and bought like
sauces.
And
there
was a store that had spices and sauces.
And don't forget, we will walk. We're doing the questions. We know we're doing it. We'll walk in a bit. And so we're waiting for more people to log on and watch us. So we want to do as many. We're at 91 right now, and on Instagram we're at 9. So that's kind of good. We're almost at 100 overall.
Perfect. So we did. They invited us over, and we went and we had lunch with them. Well, we actually surprised.
We got the Niagara group. So if you're in front of Niagara Falls, hi again. We just went. You never know when we'll pop up at your meeting because wherever we end up in the town, sometimes we'll just go to whatever meeting's closer. So who knows where we're going in the next few weeks, and we might show up at your workshop.
Exactly.
And so we did that. We ended up going to see a play, Brigadoon. We're gonna see we're doing our Irish dance, our Scottish dance.
Someone asked us to do a reenactment, so.
Yeah, we're gonna do a reenactment. And so we want to thank Melanie, Lynn, Dan, and Michael for.
We had a fantastic weekend. Thank you so much for your hospitality. It was really nice of you guys to have us over.
Yeah.
And you know what? Honestly, after last weekend with the garage sale and all that, it was nice to take a weekend off.
Yeah, especially since we were able to finally, it was a stress-free weekend.
Yeah, it was a very stress-free weekend, which was really nice.
And work's tomorrow. I'm not stressed about work right now, so I'll just go to work tomorrow and get my work done, and then it'll be next weekend again, and it'll be, just go through day by day. We're putting our shoes on.
Brigadoon is really good. Yes, quiet quilt chick. It was great. The singing was incredible. The dancing was incredible. I will tell you this: the story I don't remember ever hearing. I've heard about the play. I recognized one song throughout the entire play because But the funny thing is that the story is so funny. Like, it really made me laugh. I enjoyed the story, but we were both like, they better end up together, because if they don't end up together, we will not be happy right now.
Yeah, exactly. So we then today when we left there, we went to the WWE meetup. You saw pictures we posted on Instagram and Facebook and Connect. We got to Lisa from Burlington organized it. We had a great time. We got to see Amanda.
Oh my goodness.
We did an interview with her.
And guess what? We're going to shout out Amanda right now. She's probably not watching because she's on a train heading back to Windsor as we speak. But Amanda hit 100-pound weight loss yesterday.
Yeah,
this week. And I'm going to say a little bit of thing because on one of her posts, and you might follow her on Connect and on Facebook possibly, she gained weight last week. She gained 2 pounds last week. And this week she was like, there's no way that I'm going to make at least I think she needed 8 pounds to lose to make her 100. Yeah. She lost 9.4, 9.3 pounds this week.
Exactly.
So you never know what's going to happen, okay?
Yeah, you never know. You don't know what your
body.
Doing. Yeah, you might respond one day, might not the next day. Our bodies are complex. Things happen.
So don't be so hard on yourself.
Just keep going.
Yes.
Just keep going. That's what the key of this program is. You have to keep going, because if you don't keep going, that's when you start derailing again, and then it gets worse. So each time you're doing it, you're going this cyclical cycle that you constantly go back and forth. We know right now, because we had an indulgent weekend, we gained weight. We have to go back on program.
Yep.
We know we're doing that starting tomorrow. We know this. That's what we've learned this time, is that we can't just derail completely all the time. We can derail for a bit, but then get back on that road and keep driving.
You are always on. Yes, they are. Because we need to get ready. Because guess what? It's already. I want to start in 2 minutes.
Okay, so in 2 minutes. So hopefully you guys have your running shoes on.
Yeah.
You got your water. We got our water bottles from our WWE Shoes water bottles. Where's mine?
Yours is on the bottom.
It's on the box.
You're still on the other side.
I'm on the wrong side.
It's going to the wrong side.
Got the podium's there. You know, I don't have a podium. My nose just falls to the floor if I go over here. See? I'm on the floor now.
Do you want me to be your podium?
Yes, okay. There we go. So now we will recite and I will conduct.
This is the next one. I'm just making sure my butt's not on screen.
It is.
Well, it's not that
bad. Okay, so I have to turn around and look at my butt. Okay, so yeah, that's basically what happened. The meetup was great. We got to win some prizes.
Oh my goodness.
And we got also a nice picture.
Yes, that we should show.
Yeah.
Right now, and then we'll show some prizes.
So we got some prizes. We won some prizes. It was fun. We got to meet up with people. We got to. So this is our. I think it's backwards. So here's one of our. Right here. So we got this from a fan. I don't right now. The name escapes me.
Because we met too many people today, and I'm like, oh my goodness,
it's in our email though.
It is in our email, and no, what kills me is it's all on our phone. So
yeah,
I do apologize right now. We've got so many names on the brain.
So many names on the brain from today, but thank you so much. We spoke to her for so long too. That's I remember her story. Her husband's been helping. She actually joined because her family history. So it's funny that I can't remember the name right now, but I remember the story. So sorry we can't remember the name right now. So we got this. Okay, you want to go grab the rest?
You grab it, because I'm going to go look for the name.
Okay, we'll keep talking to people. No talking.
Well, the thing is, too, we ended up getting a lot of prizes as well, which it was insane. Like, they had so many prizes at this.
We won all this stuff.
Yeah. And it was so much fun, because it wasn't like,
So, like a water jug with, Jell-O in it. It was fun, too. It was just fun to just
you should look for this, because I don't know your phone.
Yeah.
It was fun to meet a lot of people, and the fact that we were all on the same journey and that we understood each other and we were able to relate with each other and the stories that everybody had, and it really goes to show you that our community is so strong, and we're not strong as individuals. Well, we are strong as individuals, but we're also strong as a group. We actually have this connection, and it's insane to be so around these people and be able to just talk about food and talk about the struggles that we have and know that no one's judging. We have no judgment when we're at that moment. So this really made us feel like the whole wellness weekend vibe. These are great. So if you guys want to create one in your area, do it. I absolutely recommend
We're actually thinking we want to do one.
Yeah, we actually kind of think we want to put something together.
If we actually did one, would you guys want to come and
so we'll post something on our group about that, okay? Yeah. So we need to start walking.
Yeah, okay, so let's start walking. So we don't really have music with us because we thought you guys would not hear us as much, so we're just going to walk without music right now. Right? Or do you want to turn it on?
Just turn something on. Go to YouTube.
Okay, no, I can't use YouTube.
Oh, you can't. No, but you could go to non-something music. There's.
I won't be able to find that right now. So.
Just leave that around here so that way we have it close. Okay, so here we go, guys.
Okay, so let's start walking.
And we're gonna talk louder than we normally would because we want the music in the background still, okay?
Yeah, so just keep walking. Let's go. Okay, so people were saying yes about the meetup. So yes, we were thinking maybe doing one ourselves because it'd be fun. We thought, we'd invite a bunch of people.
We're not exactly sure when yet. Like this is still in a
thought.
A thought.
But we think it'd be fun to do. It was so much fun today. It was fun. So yeah, so Coach Chick was there today, so heck yeah, it was fun today.
Oh, in Adelaide, in London, they had Truloco.
Oh, cool.
That's
so
awesome.
So we'll see what we can do. Maybe someday.
Yeah.
So let's start taking some questions. So this week we posted on our Facebook group and today everywhere. We asked you guys to submit questions that you wanted to ask us, just about our journey, about what our journey, about what we our lives, anything you guys wanted, anything was open to questions.
Keep walking.
And so we gotta keep walking. That's it. And so we also want to make sure that we can also look at some of your questions on screen. So what we'll do is we'll take the question on here, and then we'll randomly pick one question. We won't be able to answer everyone's questions today.
No.
So we'll randomly pick one that we see on screen, and if we miss you, we apologize. But we'll take one question, and then we'll go back to one on here. So are you ready?
I'm ready.
Alright, so we will start with questions on here. So the first thing that we want to talk about is, the first question is from Nicole Gay, or Guay. I have always loved tattoos and a story behind them. You mentioned in one of your videos that you got your calf tattoos when you were married. What are they and what is the backstory? So we'll show you guys, try to show you guys. So I have a tattoo right here. Right here. I'm trying to keep walking, but I can't.
We'll post pictures of our tattoos.
Yeah, we'll post pictures of our tattoos. So I have one on my calf, and he has one on his calf as well. It's also, this is kind of weird, but we sleep on these sides of the bed.
That's why we're most comfortable.
That's why we're always standing this way too. And our tattoos are on the legs that are beside each other when we're in bed. So that's kind of one of the things about the tattoo.
The story about the tattoo, and this is funny because it leads into two different stories, but we're going to only talk about the tattoos in this story.
Yeah.
The story about the tattoo is Nick never wanted to wear a wedding ring. I wanted a wedding ring.
This is actually his.
Right, but we're not going to go into that story.
Okay.
That's not the story we're talking about. It's tattoos.
But then on that ask why I haven't.
That's a different question.
Okay.
So, anyways, that happens. I no longer have a ring. He has a ring.
Yeah.
But when it came to the tattoos, he was not willing to get a tattoo. I wanted one. Then he finally said, guess what? I will get a tattoo for our wedding. That way I don't need to wear a ring.
Yes.
And then I was like, okay, fine, but I'm not going to force you to put we didn't want matching tattoos.
Yeah.
I said, get something on you that symbolizes represents what you want.
Yeah.
And I'll do the same. But there was some commonalities we wanted. We want our astrological signs to be in the tattoo.
So we can explain it. So mine has.
And we want our wedding date.
Yeah. So my tattoo, our wedding date is written in. It's a sun, and in each of the sun rays, I have my. Stand up. Now. Hey.
Nah.
So in each of my sun rays, it says our wedding date, which is October 1st, 2011.
Yeah.
And then his is an elephant, which has the numbers in the elephant design. And then on mine, I have astrological signs from my parents, and my mom and dad, my sister, and us. And he has me on his foot.
And my elephant is shaded in the rainbow pride flag colors.
Yeah. So that's the story. And I guess I'll say the whole ring thing. So
no, because that's another question.
Yeah,
it was not asked.
Okay, so if you want to know about this, ask the question.
It was not asked. I'm sorry. We have too many questions. We can't do that.
Okay. Okay. So now we'll go to. There was a question on here. So someone asked. What's the ring thing? Thank you, Heather. So the ring thing is. Thank you, Heather. So the ring thing is. This is Jean-Luc's ring. When we got married, it was his ring.
It might fit now.
Yeah.
No, it doesn't.
So what happened is, as he was losing weight, it became too loose for him. Show Instagram as well. So it became too loose.
I didn't like the feeling.
And not just that, my hand could not fit this ring on any finger before when I was overweight.
You're welcome, Nicole.
And so what happened is, as he was getting thinner, I was like, oh, I'll try it. So I put it on, and it fit. And back in the day, I didn't wear rings because they were uncomfortable because I was so big and puffy. But now that I'm not, it's actually not uncomfortable. So I don't mind wearing rings. So what we're actually gonna do is, on our 10-year anniversary, we're actually gonna get new rings for each other, and we're gonna put a saying and engrave it in it on our 10-year anniversary. So that's the plan. That's the rain story. Thank you for asking. Love sharing these like little stories about ourselves sometimes. Yeah, it's fun. So I hope you guys enjoyed that one. We're at 99 on YouTube.
Woo! 99.
99.
What is
Okay.
it? 99 swift button balloons?
Yeah. So we got 2 questions, so then we'll go on to something else that we wanted to talk about today. So, someone sent us a message this week that she wanted us to read to you guys to share her story, so that maybe it'll inspire some of you. Maybe you'll relate to her story.
Love this.
So, do you want to read it, or do you want me to read it?
You can read it.
Okay. So, good morning, Jean-Luc, and this is from Janet McKay. So, Janet McKay, thank you for sending this because this is very.
So, while Nick's gonna read this, for those who want to up your walk, let's do some squat. Let's do some lunges.
Okay, so
squats.
Okay, so you ready? So I'm going to read the letter. Good morning, Jean-Luc and Nick. Not sure if this is the right place to private message you, but I thought I would give it a whirl. Yesterday I posted on Connect about needing something positive after burying my 56-year-old sister, and it was your most current YouTube live video. First, thank you for your kind responses to my posts. Secondly, I would like to ask if you would do a bit of a public service message on your next live. For many of us in WW, the why involves our health. My sister Nancy was an example of why this is so important. Like many of us, she struggled with her weight and was diagnosed with type 2 diabetes about 15 years ago. She never managed to get control of her weight despite the diabetes. She also had other health issues. However, she passed due to falling into diabetic coma at only 56. I would appreciate you reminding your followers of the importance of your health why. Often the consequences of failing to get control of your issues like diabetes are not immediate, but build up over time. If you don't feel this is appropriate for your videos, I understand. Again, thank you for your kind words yesterday. This is totally appropriate for our videos because this is our story. This is why we did this. We started, the reason that this all happened was because we had health issues starting up.
Yep.
And I told him I didn't want to die at 56 or 60. I told him that, and that was the path we were heading into.
And we know that this might not prevent that.
Yeah.
Like, we know this, but guess what? We're not aiding it.
Yeah.
We're not aiding it. That's the biggest difference.
Yeah.
That's a huge difference. So you know what?
Janet McKay.
This
is a totally appropriate message, and
if
this is what
any of
keep
you
sharing your story like that because that's what we need. This is what you guys are doing this for. It's to be healthy, to be around for your children or your grandchildren. Think about where you want to be, and this is what drives us to do this. I want to see my niece and nephew get married, and have children, and be a great uncle. Like I want to see that happen. So I don't want to, I need that to happen. Why would we not want to do that?
Yeah. Don't jeopardize your future for a piece of cake.
Yeah.
Unless it's a really good piece of cake, but don't jeopardize your future for it.
Yeah.
Plan for it.
Yeah.
Track it,
and keep going and don't stop.
Exactly. So thank you so much, Hannah. And if anybody ever has something they'd like to share, us to share on the show,
we will
please reach out and let us know.
Yeah.
Those types of stories may be easier to do via email.
Yeah.
So that way we have an actual copy of it and it's easier to find because on Facebook we lose some comments.
Our email is www.gays, so gays @gmail.com. So you guys can write us there. We're actually also planning possibly once we move, we're actually going to set up a P.O. box. We understand that possibly people want to mail us stuff, that people that has to that. We also want to start sending out stuff sometimes to some people. So we thought we'll do a P.O. box.
Have some contests.
And we also want to be a bit safe. Like we want to be as safe as possible, right?
Yeah.
So they're going to be trying to do that soon. So we'll so if you guys want to write us right now, our email, and then eventually we'll have a P.O. box out there as well.
Exactly.
So we'll do another question.
Yes.
Okay, so question number
two.
Next question is again from Nicole, and we actually got an answer from True Local for this question.
Yes, we did.
So the question is True Local, so you guys know our True Local chicken. We order True Local every month. We get our shipping, it gets mailed to our door. We did our favorite things on this. So you want to answer the...
yes, because...
Are they free range?
They are free range, well, depending on what farm they work with, but they're all free range chicken.
Yeah, there's 2 farms that they deal with, and you can pick and choose which kind of chicken you want. So they have an option for free range farms that you can actually pick from. Yeah, Keiko's joined. Say that.
Hi, Keiko's.
Okay, I'm going to move that stuff.
You know why? We're teasing them with the prizes and
the
a
cellophane
wrapper.
And they want to eat it.
And now I scared them with it.
So yes, you can get free range chicken. So I just wanted to point that out because that was a question we were asked. So
is it teasing you guys that much?
Yeah, just...
Oh.
Yeah, I want to move it completely.
Yeah, we're going to move it. We're going to move it because they're going to attack it. Okay, so it's moved now. So yes, so thanks for that question, Nicole. That was a great question. So True Local's chicken is free range. We have another question here. Is there a question on here? I want to make sure that we haven't missed anybody yet.
Not yet. Everybody's still talking to Janet, so that's... That's great.
Awesome.
Yeah. So I'm glad we got to read that.
Me too.
And I know there's someone watching right now that went through a health scare recently. So I'm looking at you, Heather, out there.
Yes.
You know, you've spoken to us about that click. That was our click, and you kind of talked to us about. And I think that's what things start clicking. It's when you realize that you want to be there, right? You want to be there.
Yeah.
And so to be there, you got to do something now, because otherwise you won't be there. And that's when the big click happens, I think.
And Esna, awesome. You're walking the perimeter of your basement. I love it. And I know you said you were doing squats with me when I was doing squats. I did 30
I hope that who's working out with us right now?
Right now? My heart rate's going pretty much.
We're not just standing. We're not just doing nothing. We're still working our body a bit more than we were.
So we have another question here from Lori Abrams Patton.
Okay.
And the first question is, I wonder how you feel about artificial sweeteners. I made a recipe with Splenda brown sugar. It was okay. Is the taste something that you get used to in time? And then what's your experience? So I've been using brown sugar Splenda forever.
Since I met him.
Since we met.
Yeah.
I don't know if there's a difference. It's never bugged me.
Yeah, we actually don't mind it.
We don't use it as much as we used to. I will be honest about that.
Yeah. We don't use it often.
I use it sparingly. It's just to add a little sweetness. I'd love to find something different. I am now. I'll be honest, everybody. I've had white Splenda in my house for a very long time as well. I'm almost done.
Yeah. So we don't use it often, and for us, it's like we pick our poison.
Right.
It's either we eat sugar and get overweight and regain, or we use artificial sweetener and we get to at least help one part of our body. We try to eat as healthy everywhere else. We don't use processed foods for most things we eat. It's just certain things we know we can't have in order to keep going with our journey. So that's what we choose to do, and I know it's not for everyone. And we say that on all recipes. If you would rather use real products or non-fat or with fat and those products, we're fine with that.
And what I was also trying to say though is with my Splenda, because I wasn't done yet, is the fact that I'm getting rid of white Splenda and I'm going to be trying the monk fruit instead.
Yes.
So that's the new thing. I have some. I bought some. I haven't used it yet because I wanted to get rid of the one because I didn't want to confuse them. They look a lot alike, and I want to see the difference. So hopefully I like the monk fruit, and we'll go from there. And and yes, everybody is different. Some people can't use the artificial sweetener. So again, find something that works for you. Find something that works for your journey. Okay. Next thing I was gonna say, someone asked a question over here.
What's your favorite exercise, JL? And from Katie Ard, I think she asked it before too.
Yeah, and there was another question. There was something else that it was about I wanted to ask. I must have missed it, but that's okay. So our favorite exercise.
Stairmaster.
It's the Stairmaster.
Or body attack.
Favorite exercise, I would say body attack.
Like if we could get body attack almost every day, we would go every day because we love it so much. It's like. It drives us. Like for those who know us, who met us at Body Attack, you know how much we love it. So Laura, who's watching tonight, but Laura usually meets us there. So yeah, so you
guys know Andrea that does our blog.
Yeah.
We do Body Attack with her all the time.
Yeah.
We do Body Step, so I think it's Body Attack and Step would be our favorite exercise.
And then in terms of machine, we use Stairmaster. That's our machine. We go on for 60 minutes. We do level right now 10 because we're a little rusty because we don't go to the gym as much. But we're still going at it. We still do it. And,
I need to watch my shows again.
She is watching. Shout out. She just said shout out. Hi, Laura. So we love the Stairmaster and Body Attack. So that would be our two main things. Okay, so.
And then same question, but now it says, how do you cope with nighttime eating? I'm great all day. Same person asked this question, which is Lori Abrams. I'm great all day, but tiredness makes me weak, and I talk myself into things. Morning brings huge regrets. First things first, stop regretting in the morning. Because guess what? It's a new day.
Yeah, and
it happens. So that's not the hard part. The hard part is finding snacks within your budget. Think of this as your bank account. This is your account. You have money in the bank, and you have those points all day to use. So start looking at 0-point foods to fulfill those snack needs that you might have at night. I'm not saying do what we do and do what we do at times where we only have our snacks at night, which we don't always do. We do that on weekends.
Yeah.
We do that when we feel like we need to, and we know it. We have specific nights that we do it on. And the fact that you can budget those around and move those points around, try different things to see what you can do. snack on fruit.
Yeah.
Snack on veggies.
Snack on chicken.
Yeah.
Like we've done that at night when we're hungry and there's nothing satisfying. We just grab
a piece of chicken that's already pre-cooked in the fridge.
Yeah, that's why we have pre-cooked chicken in case we ever get hungry and we need something quick. That's one of the things we do. So you can have ways. You just have to plan out and try your best. If you don't succeed, don't worry about it. If you don't succeed, just not continuing after that is even worse than not succeeding. You're quitting.
Exactly.
You're ruining yourself even more for no reason.
And
you're allowed to falter. You don't have to be perfect.
There's no such thing as perfection.
We're not perfect. I had a poutine today.
Yes, you did. And I had female bacon, and it was delicious.
And fries yesterday.
And we had fries yesterday.
And Starbucks.
And Starbucks.
Venti.
Yes, a Venti Starbucks. And we totally forgot about that.
What?
So, as we're sitting at Starbucks,
yes,
and we're with Mel, and we're with Lynn. No, Lynn wasn't with us at that time. We're with Mel and Michael, and then their friends. We're terrible with names.
We're horrible with names.
We're terrible with names.
I can't even remember names. Can someone please help us? Because we are horrible at it.
We are absolutely terrible at it.
Yeah.
So, anyways, we're sitting there, and all of a sudden, a lady comes by, and I make eye contact with this lady, and she looks at me and points and goes, "Oh my God, I follow you."
We were recognized at Starbucks in Niagara on the Lake, which was kind of insane to see it happen. It's never really happened when other people have been around, right?
Shannon says she's walking and cooking. Y'all, I'm dangerous over here.
But yeah, so what was I?
We were talking about getting recognized at Starbucks.
Yes,
and it's kind of weird because it still happens, and when it does happen, we still don't. And to be around other people.
Yes, when other people are there, that was weird.
That was weird because that's never happened
before. That's never happened before.
This is the first time that other people were with us as we were recognized.
Yeah.
Normally we're alone.
Yeah.
So that was the weird part.
Yeah, it was weird. So next question. You want to read it? Want me to take it?
Sure.
So from Paula from Slowville.
Yep.
What has been some big surprises, victories following your weight loss that you never expected or even thought about before? Well, to be honest, it's this.
This is a huge one. I have a personal one that I know.
Okay, so mine is the YouTube channel and all of you guys following us and
that is part of mine as well.
The amount of love we've gotten from everyone and the support and how we've created this realm of happiness and positivity that we love to share with everyone. And to try to
and the fact that everyone's sharing that
back and you guys don't understand how much you inspire us. Like the amount of people we met today and all the before and after pictures that we saw, it inspires us to keep going and not disappoint you guys.
Kim from yesterday, she's there. She just said hi. It was I think she's the one from Oakville. It was awesome seeing you yesterday. I'm here walking with you.
Oh, she's there. Hi.
That's awesome.
That's hilarious. Yeah. So there's someone from Oakville. Yeah. So that's that. Yeah.
So mine, as well as this, is a huge part of mine. But mine, which is I normally don't.
Squat time.
Oh, it's squat time. Yeah, your turn.
Run.
So the one that I think that's the change that I've noticed, or the victories or surprises, is learning to like the way I look. It's taken me a long time. Even after I had lost all my weight, I was very, very down on. Oh, I stopped walking. I was very, very down on the way I looked. And I was very, very down on pictures that I took, and I didn't like anything. I hated the way my face looked. I hated my profile. I thought I looked old. I was very in a bad place with that.
And even though I told him he looked amazing, he was hot, and I loved him, and it didn't matter.
You know when it finally made me realize that I liked the way I look? Is when I finally learned to smile.
Yeah.
I finally taught myself how to smile and be happy with who I am and what I have. And I'm not always happy, but I'm more happy than I've ever been. And I see myself in pictures now and I'm like, wow, I look good in that picture. If you all know, you learn how to take a picture. I don't take many profile pictures.
Kim's from Niagara Falls. So Kim's was probably with us.
Oh, is it Kim?
Or maybe she saw us at the meeting. Maybe it's not.
Oh, okay, sorry.
Yeah. Sorry, Kim. Keep walking, JL.
I am, keep walking. I'm walking.
And I tell them all the time, we all have
we're all
our
worst
issues. Critics.
And guess what, people?
We both hate stuff about each other, like ourselves. Like I don't like my legs and my butt. I will never like them. I think they're huge, and I keep looking at myself all the time, and I hate them.
Where do you? That's a good question.
Right?
Yep.
And yeah, you have issues too. Body issues that you
have body issues that I'll never get over. Like I mean, honestly, guys, there's some things.
I think we all have that issue.
But for years too, I was teased very young as that I was mistaken for a girl many times in my youth, even as a young adult. In my 20s, many times people thought I was a girl, and it was really hard. And I've never talked about this before, and it was one of the hardest things to ever go through as a young man. And first of all, being a gay man and then being mistaken for a girl and being very confused with who I was and my identity, it really played some evil tricks on my brain, and I've never talked about this before. So
Yeah.
it's an interesting. I'm so glad that I was able to find my smile and be happy with who I am and love myself.
Like we tell you guys all the time, we struggle with many things. A lot of stuff that we've gone through that made us who we are today, but also there's a lot of scars and a lot of mental, things that I didn't even turn mine on.
I just did, but it was a little late.
So we share that because I know that for a fact that
It's real.
you all have these issues. Everybody that's sitting beside you at a WW workshop, or everybody that's outside in the world, we all have insecurities. We all hate something about ourselves. And sometimes it's hard to see the light. It's hard to see that, you are a beautiful person, and you have to believe that you know what you are, because there's someone out there that will love you for who you are. We don't all like the same things.
Nope.
So you can't expect to be loved by everyone, but someone out there does love you.
I finally can say I do love myself.
He does now. He actually likes pictures we take. He no longer makes me. Before he used to always have to ask before posting a picture. Now he doesn't. I don't have to ask him. I can post whatever. He doesn't make me question.
And it's funny. Even if he posts a picture that I don't like, I always try to find one thing that I like about the picture. I don't tell him that, but I do. I go, okay, get rid of the negative and put one thing that I like about the picture. So someone asked a question over here that I thought was really cool too. And I think I missed it again. Darn it!
I know. I missed. So we said a random one. So, is there anything on the counter that Seba could get?
No, he was on the counter and I went to check and he's fine. He was looking at the bag of food.
Yeah.
But he was good. I moved him away. So thank you so much for that.
Yeah. There's other questions I saw, but I lost them. So we'll go back on the next.
So ask your questions again.
Ask them again. Ask them. Yeah. If you miss your recipe, keep asking them so we can see them. Because the things that disappear on our screen, we can't remember them. So keep asking them. So next thing I wanted to talk about was this. So upcoming contest. So not the no.
I'm on the wrong page.
So we're talking about next thing we're talking about our tour. So we decided. This tour. We decided that this tour this time would not be the same as last time. Last time we kind of randomly picked locations and we just went to visit them, and we didn't know exactly where we were doing last time. But this time we decided to do it a little differently. So we're actually going to ask you guys. So we're starting this early for YouTube, because anybody watching us right now, you guys can start sending your submissions and stuff now. But we're hoping you guys get creative with this. So we're starting a tour contest. So we want to know why you want us to come see you.
Yes.
Why do you want us to call in virtually? So anywhere that you are right now, if you want us to be possibly calling into your location,
there will be some logistics that we will have to work out.
We will actually post logistics. We'll have to discuss. Like we have to meet your.
So it won't be like, oh, let's do it next Tuesday.
Yeah, no. So you have to send us. What we're going to ask you guys to do is on Facebook. We're going to post instructions on Instagram, on Twitter, on Connect. And what basically we're asking you to do is submit to us a reason why you want us to visit.
Yes.
It could be multiple ways. You can send us an email with a story why you want us to come visit your
squat time.
You can also, go to your workshop and film a video with your group at your workshop, which is what we're looking for the most, because we think those places will probably get bumped to the top of the list. So if you do a video with your workshop,
or something creative,
something with your group. If you want us to come to your meeting, send us those submissions. It could be posted on Instagram, on Connect, on anywhere. We'll have a hashtag for it as well.
And I saw the recipe thing, Cynthia. Thank you.
And so we will be able to then once we get all these submissions, we get to figure out how to do our tour. And we're not just saying Canada. If you are in the US, if you're in the UK,
if you are in Australia,
anywhere,
if you are in Germany,
if you guys want,
we'll figure out a German interpreter.
Yeah, we'll figure out a way to make it happen if we can. So basically, right now the contest hasn't started yet. So for those of you watching right now, you can start thinking what you want to do. And so what we will do afterwards is take all the submissions once we submit post the contest tomorrow, and then as you guys start submitting, we'll be able to figure out where we're going on tour.
Yes, I'm giving a shout out to Aiden, Heather's son. He's out there walking with us. That's awesome. Yay. You know what? We need to get we need to get our people moving. We need to get kids moving. We need to get everybody moving and just being active and being healthy. Someone's asked a question and your sister reiterated it, and that's the one I was looking at earlier. Where do we get inspiration for our recipes? Good question, isn't it?
Yeah, so one of the things that we did this time on our journey, we talked about this before, we did not want to lose the food we loved. And so what we do is anything that we love ourselves, that we love to eat, we find a way to make it, again, but lowering the points. So
we like to WWFI our favorite foods.
Yeah, so we'll take like a recipe for muffins. We'll try to swap out something that's lower point for something else. We'll swap
I'm
out.
actually wanting to take my grandmother's cookbook, which is my mom's cookbook,
And WWFI.
and WWFI some of the recipes. I'm really tempted in doing that because these are recipes that were handed down from generation to generation. And even some of the recipes that Nick's tradition, like they have pitsy pang at Christmas time, and we did do a version of it.
Yeah.
But this year, I want to do it with 2-ingredient dough instead of buttons that we buy, so that way we can point it out and make it even healthier, but still have the same feeling of those foods.
My mom probably wants the original ones. I'm not saying at home.
She can make
I'm saying at
ones.
our home.
Yeah. But who knows? She might like it because she does like her stuff.
She does like her cooking. I will say this: my mom does
likes
like her cooking.
She
So
does. There's certain things that she likes hers, but that's natural, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's a cool question. Like that's how we get our inspiration. So I'll do another question from the list we got on Facebook. So for those of you wondering how we got these questions, we have a Facebook group. It's W Gays. If you look for us, Jean-Luc and Nick on Facebook, you can find our page and our group and join. And that's how we get our content for all our live shows. Next week's live show, we already have our topic pick. We'll talk about it in a bit. But it's all based on things that we got submitted to us on our group. So every time you guys join there and give your submissions and share on your journey in there, it just keeps inspiring people. We get so many messages in there.
Shannon, someone said she has a hard time with our two ingredient dough. Have you watched our video? I will tell you this: adding an extra half cup of flour to your original recipe really does help. It adds points, but it makes the dough so much more manageable.
Exactly.
So much more manageable. I've done 5K steps with you so far. Wow, that's awesome, Katie. That's fantastic.
This is fun. Like I'm sad. I feel my blood pumping, so it's kind of nice. So
we'll talk, Shannon, about the 2-ingredient dough.
Yeah. So just look for a recipe if you haven't seen it because we have.
She says yes, and yes. So reach out via email or Facebook Messenger. Let's talk, okay?
Yeah. So the next question is from Laura Leeson, who is watching right now.
Laura!
And she said, what has been the most challenging along your journey and how do you overcome it? I think the most challenging was, I actually talked about it today, right? I remember the woman, I don't remember names, but I think her name was Kim. I spoke to her at the end and she was talking about how...
What are you talking about?
Going to goal, and reaching goal and how... So I was at the meetup today, I had to talk about the fact, one of my most frustrating things was not getting to goal soon after Jean-Luc made it. So, for those of you who don't understand, Jean-Luc made goal in Lifetime last year in October. And so when he made it, I thought, oh cool, I'm almost there, I only have a bit to go, I'll get there, and then December hit. And I was not losing weight, too many things were happening, and I was depressed basically the entire month of December because I was not going to reach goal by the end of the year. And I realized by January when we decided to do our reset, which we posted a video about the reset, and posted at that time I had a hard December. So back in January we did it on New Year's Day, or New Year's Eve, our video, we did it live.
Yeah.
So that's on our live list. If you want to watch that video, it's actually on there.
Yeah.
So that whole goal thing of getting to goal, I realized is no longer important. I decided that I'm doing this for the rest of my life. If it takes me 2 years to get the goal, it'll take me 2 years to get there. Why am I being hard on myself for something that I'm still working at and I'm still trying to be as good as possible? And I did reach goal 2 months later, but I never reached Lifetime. So I'm still trying to get that goal, and I now gained weight this week because I'm eating one again. So I still have a little work to do.
Yeah, and I guess for myself, as far as that goes, I think the hardest thing for me is now that I'm on Lifetime, it's making sure that I'm staying on this Lifetime journey and making sure that I'm realizing that I need to make these changes forever. And sometimes it's easy to slip. And I'm seeing sometimes I'm slipping, but I'm lucky because I have Nick to bring me back. So find that buddy to bring yourself back sometimes. You need to have that person to bring yourself back. Is there a question up there that we can ask?
Yeah, so someone asked, lately I've been going over my weekly points. Does that ever happen to you guys? Yes.
Over? Like overusing them?
Yeah. We're human. We're going to have weeks that are bad. We're going to have weeks that are good. And it's just the way it is. That's just the way it is.
Yeah, it makes it that. Here's another one here is, have you guys find sleep or lack thereof plays a role in the weight loss? Yes, it does, a huge one. We know right now we're not getting as much sleep as we used to, and which is allowing us not to get to the gym.
Yeah.
And it's funny, actually it's so confusing. It is really confusing because we go to bed later than we have.
Yeah.
But then we can't wake up in the morning.
Yeah.
And it's not making any sense right now for us. And I think it's because our life is in a disarray.
Because
we don't feel any order in here.
Yeah,
Even though we're really organized.
Yeah, it is kind of hectic right now, so it's kind of probably why. We're trying to do the best choices we can all the time, though, so. Okay.
Don't fear that gaining everything back. You won't, right?
You might gain some.
Yeah.
You have to accept the fact that you will not always stay below. You will gain some at some point. It'll happen. But you know what to do right away when it happens. You know how to get back on program and restart from scratch when you have that thing happening. Okay, so let's talk
You're
about.
welcome, Lindy.
So let's talk about the next thing. So the next thing we wanted to do is some recipes were released this week. I don't know where my paper went. So we released three recipes this week on our Pinterest. Now we have our dips, or our veggie dips, our apple turnovers, and our marinara pasta salad. So those were re-released this week with instructions. I'm trying to catch up and do more this week, so we'll have more come out this week. We also want to talk about the WWE Cruise. Because a lot of people have been asking us if it's coming up. You take
Yes, I know. I'm having my squats. And now I lost my track. So basically, a lot of people have been asking about the WWE Cruise. We still don't have a lot of information about the WWE Cruise yet. But if you go to the website, WWE Cruise website, I don't know.
It's on the Weight Watchers website.
On the Weight Watchers website. If you go to the Weight Watchers website, click on the WWE Cruise section. It does say coming soon. So I'm assuming information will be out very shortly.
So for anyone wondering.
So we're really hoping that that will help you out. I know people are trying to book vacations, and that's coming out for some people's workplaces. So if we hear anything anytime before that, we will make sure we let you know.
Also, Kiffy Fit on September 27th sold out.
Sold out!
They sold out today. We're so happy. We can't wait to see who all of you are going to that.
I think that deserves a little dance.
Yeah.
Dance. Thank you for getting me to work 45 minutes till 9 o'clock. You're very welcome.
You're welcome. We're not stopping, obviously. We haven't done more than 30 minutes now, so we might as well just keep going.
Yep.
Okay, so the other thing we want to talk about, we're doing a 5K wellness walk on October 26th. This is in Toronto at Bronte Heritage Waterfront Park from 8 a.m. to 10 a.m. The proceeds, I don't know exactly, if you go to www.gofundme.com/wwgood, you'll get details on where the proceeds are going, but if there is a cost to join, it's for charity, and we'll be there. We're actually going to be walking the 5K or jogging it or whatever. We don't know exactly all the details yet, but stuff is in posting in some places on Facebook groups for WW on Facebook. So it's slowly starting to spread about that event.
See you on the 27th, Julie, for sure.
Yeah. So let's do another question.
We did not do the water challenge this week. I'm sorry, we did not. That's the one thing we are terrible at sometimes. We drink a lot of
water. We're at the gym. No, because we drink tons of
We do at night. I keep forgetting because we drink it with mayo, though.
Yeah.
Mayo.
Mayo.
Not with mayo.
Water with mayo.
Water with mayo.
Yeah.
No.
So someone said where? So it's in at the.
Keep walking.
Yeah, keep walking.
It's in
Bronte Heritage Waterfront Park in Oakville.
Is that where as the 27th or where as the 26th? The 27th Kiffy Fit is sold out, and that's in Markham.
Yeah.
The 5K walk for WW is in
Oakville.
Yeah.
In Bronte Heritage Waterfront Park. And so that's
another question.
Yes, another question. From Linda.
This is funny. No, from Tammy.
Oh yeah, Tammy, sorry.
So, how do you deal with menopausal issues? Wink, wink. Ha ha. Love that question. That was hilarious, Tammy. That was fantastic. And honestly, if you want someone to come and talk about that, we hopefully can find someone and actually come talk to you guys about that, because we can't really explain that. But it must be an issue. And not an issue, but it must be a challenge. Again, ladies, we can't even fathom to understand what you guys go through as far as weight loss goes. So we commend all of you for doing this journey.
Because we know it's not harder.
It's just different.
It's just different.
Different.
Because we worked hard.
We can't compare apples and oranges. They're all fruit, but guess again, they're still an apple and an orange. So don't ever think that we do not understand or try to understand what you guys do.
So the actual question was, do you feel age was ever an issue when deciding on weight loss? Was it easier or harder? I think yes.
I think it was harder no matter which way you
look at it. It was harder to lose. It was easier to make the switch, because what the health issues we were talking about earlier is what prompted us to start this time. Every time we tried this before, there was no health issues.
Yeah.
And that's what kind of really clicked for us this time.
But I think it was because we realized it had nothing to do about looking good. It had to do about being healthy
and being alive together. We realized we don't want to, fall off and not be together as long as we can.
We want to be together for as long as we can.
And so why are we shrinking our lives together? That's basically what's been like making us go through all this now. So yeah, it definitely changed. Age definitely changed something.
And I'm gonna go into the next question from Brittany Morgan because it actually coincides with that. It says, did you have any health issues prior to your weight loss that motivated you? And yes, I did. That's exactly what
I had high blood pressure. I was on pills, and I was 34, and I was put on blood pressure pills.
Can you show Heather's message? I don't know if that's why it's hidden. And I was diagnosed with plantar fasciitis, a deteriorating Achilles tendon, and a fatty liver. And now we both feel fantastic. We both are no longer happy. Well, plantar fasciitis and the deteriorating Achilles tendon will never go away, but I can do things now. I can walk, I can stand, I can be here standing for the last, who knows how long now, almost an hour here, just standing here and walking, and not even feeling how much my foot hurts, because it doesn't.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So another question that was right after, actually I'll do them on screen. So someone said, bring Andrea back. I thought she was going to contribute to your website. Did I miss something? She still will, but she has a full-time job. And so she has to do it whenever she has time. So she will be putting more stuff when she has time. We all do this on our free time. That's why, it's not always the main thing that happens.
And she was our world traveler this summer.
She did a lot of vacation and trips. She was away where she had no connection, so
she has summers off.
Yeah.
Hint, hint.
Yeah. so I just want to make sure to call that out because she will post more stuff. It's just it's like even us, right? Not really saying.
And again, remember, she does this as a volunteer. Where she doesn't get paid at all to get in.
We're all doing this on our own time, trying to help others, and that's
Neither do we actually.
We can't force her to write something.
Andrea, write something now! The people are
demanding it! Why aren't you writing anything? Andrea!
Please? We'll buy you I'll make you a pizza.
Okay, so take another question on here. So from Belinda Eklund. So how long did it take you to realize that the image in your mirror was really smaller than the image you see when you look at yourself? It took a long time. It still happens today. So I'll kind of give you some stories I have one story. Do you have one for you?
Go for it.
Okay, so my story was I think in the winter this year. We were at our friend Kim's 50th birthday party, and as we were at her party, I was walking towards these two chairs. And by this point in February, I just told you guys a bit ago, I had gotten to goal, so I was actually thinner than right now.
Yeah.
But I was walking towards these two chairs, and these two people were sitting on them, and I had to stop because back in the day, I would not fit in between those two chairs, so my brain went to think, oh, you don't fit. So I stopped because I was like, I'm not going to fit. But then I had to
keep walking.
I had to recheck myself, like, oh no, you do fit, and I was able to get through. So my brain still then, when I was at my thinnest, still thought that I was a big guy. And I'm pretty sure you have stories like that too, right?
As far as that goes for me, it's more when it came to pictures for me. My issues was pictures. And looking in the mirror. Back in the day when I, at the time that my skin had just, it didn't tighten up right away.
Yeah.
I felt like I had a lot of extra skin, and maybe now I still do, but I got used to my face.
Yeah.
And now I'm used to seeing this. Now when I go back and I look at the bigger pictures, I sometimes smack myself and go, how did I even get to that point? What caused me to feel that was who I was supposed to be?
Yeah.
And that's where
it's not about the look.
No,
but it's like the unhealthiness. How do we let ourselves get to that point?
Completely. And I remember, I distinctly remember looking at some of these pictures at my biggest and going, I felt like crap. I felt like, and I'm gonna swear at people, I felt like shit. I honestly did, and I'm gonna say that because there's no other word to say it. I did not feel good at all. And now I can't say I don't. I have my days where I don't feel good. But it's not the same anymore.
Yeah, it's not the same. Okay, so another question from Wendy Brown. What advice would you give to someone who's never been to the gym, and what piece of equipment do you suggest for a beginner? I actually don't even suggest a piece of equipment or the gym for a beginner.
No, this.
Start walking at home like this.
Someone actually told us about a video, and there's videos on YouTube. What was the there's videos where it's Rock Your Body, where this lady just dances. And you don't have a choreographed dance. You just dance around, and you dance around for 45 minutes. So maybe we'll do a dance party one time. Totally do that. We'll do.
Dustin, we need dance music.
We need dance music, Dustin. That's actually some walking, Yeah. Oh wait! Yeah, we forgot one big thing. What? We need to do a reenactment of Green Moon. Wait a minute.
So body attack. not even music though.
This is our favorite move in Body Attack.
Yeah, we love that move.
Yes, dance party.
Yeah. So the advice in the actual gym, I would say start classes first. Start doing aqua zumba, aqua classes. Start swimming in the pool if you have a gym with a pool. Once that you've gotten accustomed to that, then start doing maybe some treadmill first.
Yeah.
Some stationary bikes. Those are a little easier to start off with. An elliptical.
I'm going to give you the best recommendation I can say. Find the closest gym to your house that you feel comfortable with. Walk in and tell them, I want a tour. I'm not a member yet. I want to see what options you have for me. What can you show me on these machines?
Good Life does that.
Good Life does that. All the gyms that I know will do that for you. So find that. Even your local YMCA, they have people trained there, I'm sure, to teach you, to talk to you about the machines. They might not have personal trainers like an actual gym does, but you still have that option. So next question I'm going to ask is, okay, from Gwen Horar?
Yeah.
Sorry. How can we deal with non-supporting family while following WW?
Actually, we're not going to answer that this week.
No.
Why?
It is our topic
for next week!
Look
Look how we used your question to seg into next week. So next week's topic is actually just handling life's challenges. So handling unsupportive families, friends, or co-workers, your own self challenges, things that happen in your own life, parties, work lunches. So next week's topic will be about just handling life events,
handling
things
other
coming
people.
out at you. So that's going to be next week. So thanks for sending the question.
That was a great question, and that actually inspired us on our
next episode. So Gwen,
episode.
you're the reason why we have our next episode.
Exactly.
So see, by doing these question sessions, we get to figure out what we want to talk about for our next live show.
So the next question after that was, how do you deal with food pushers, food police pushers? That will be answered in next week's next week's topic as well. Okay?
Yeah. So and Judy Rivet also sent the question about our wedding ring. So we already talked about it at the beginning. So it's already answered.
And as you've noticed, we've stopped walking because now I think it's time that we can now cool down.
Yeah, cool down.
It's
so
a
just
cool
relax.
down, right? It's a cool
Take
down.
a
You
breath.
should probably still move if you've been walking the entire time.
Yeah.
Just don't walk as fast.
Yeah.
Just so that way your heart doesn't,
So Enza Girardetti also sent the question about how do you deal with food police or food pushers. That's again going to be answered next week. So next thing we want to do first before we go to more questions is we're going to do some shout outs. So some few people that posted in our Facebook group in the last few days that we want to just kind of give a shout out to of things that happened to them.
Yeah.
We're trying to do this every week, so if you want a shout out, go to our Facebook group. That's where we look for what we want to talk about.
Or send us an email if you want a specific shout out,
Yeah.
or if you want to share one of your stories with us. Please, please.
So we have wanted to send a shout out to Lindy because we saw your video this week on Connect.
We did. And we love you, Lindy, and this family loves you. Everybody loves you, and I've seen so much support from everybody out there on your page, on our page, and
people asking us if you're okay.
Yes, even today at the meetup, we mentioned you, Lindy, and a lot of people knew who you are, and you know what? They love you and support you, and you're not alone. Okay, you're absolutely not alone, and you can do this. And like I said, focus on now. Don't focus on what was.
Thanks, Melly, for answering the question for us. Someone asked about our faith cheat meal, and sorry, I just want to make
no problem. And focus on the now. Don't focus on what was, because what was is what was. You can't change that. Think of this. Someone gave us that analogy today of your rear view mirror in your car. It's tiny.
Yeah.
Because it's behind you. Yeah. It's past.
The scene in front of you is much bigger.
It's much bigger.
And it works with our whole driving thing, right?
It does.
You have to. It's hard. It is not easy for us too.
No.
We have, like I said, we've had months, sometimes weeks, where we're completely hate ourselves. We can't stand our bodies. We can't stand why we can't lose weight. It happens to us too.
And I completely agree with you, Heather. How brave you were to post that video and show how vulnerable you were. That takes so much bravery, and I don't think you would have done that before.
No.
And look at what you're doing right now. So that right there goes to show you how strong you are, okay?
Yeah.
Never forget that.
Yeah. So another shout out, we already gave one to Amanda.
Amanda, 100 pounds.
So Sarah Novak had posted a jeans MSV, so I wanted to give a shout out to her because we saw she was trying to put on some jeans that like a size smaller and they fit, so she got an MSV from that.
Yep.
Denise Pivot,
actually, we want to shout out to her son because it was his birthday, and guess what? She had a piece of pizza, she had a piece of cake and ate it too, but then realized the pizza was awesome.
And she also posted about resetting and about she's been having issues. It's all about always coming back, guys. It's always about coming back. I'm gonna fix Instagram.
It made me laugh because when she posted about the pizza, I like the fact that she said the pizza really wasn't all that good. But that's making you realize that you're changing your relationship with food. And that's a fantastic thing. You still had it, don't worry about it. But will you have it next time? Most likely not, right?
Jan Walkenden, one of our WW Grays, posted about her fanny pack. NSV. So she has a fanny pack that she put on, and it was actually so big now because she lost so much weight.
Yep, that's awesome.
So,
and then we have Helen Robinson for closing her rings.
So
like,
she posted a story that she was late at night and she didn't want to walk.
Yeah,
and she got up and still finished her rings.
So
just a shout for just always persevering. That's the way to do it. Do stuff you would normally do, right? Change what you're doing.
Yeah, and then there's Cindy Coleman as well. Welcome back after having back surgery. You know, take it slow.
I don't know if it was back. I just said welcome back.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Back from surgery.
Yeah.
Yes. But take it slow, because I read back twice. I went back and read back. But take it slow still, right? Because you just had surgery. You don't want to overwhelm yourself. You just want to make sure that you're doing things. Follow your doctor's orders still at the same time, right?
And Karen Ann Smith, she swam the she ran the maritime.
She swam it?
She ran the maritime race.
She ran the maritime swim.
Yeah, the maritime race this weekend. So just a shout out to that.
See, he makes mistakes too.
I'm allowed to.
I don't laugh at him when
he
he
just
makes
did.
mistakes. Because you're just not that mean.
It's funny.
I know.
It's funny to mess ups. I laugh at my own mess ups.
Yay, Mom! Mom closed her rings too.
I didn't.
That's awesome.
We just got the notification. My mom closed her rings. Yeah. So.
And there's another shout out too. Well, there was one more shout out.
I didn't write anybody else.
Maybe I missed it. Maybe it was. Yeah. Never mind.
Okay, so we got a few more questions. Actually, just two left.
Yeah.
So Anna Bruno Centraccio, she wrote, "I'm losing control. It's a downward spiral. How to get motivation back and stay motivated before it's too late."
I'm gonna say this. Watch our show. We'll try to motivate you as much as we possibly can.
Yeah.
Connect yourself on Connect. Talk to people.
Find your friends. If you're not online, find your friends online. Try to create a group. Try to maybe,
Oh, my birthday? What did I miss?
My Brittany J. Her birthday. I don't know what I missed. Don't worry about it.
Sorry.
Don't worry about it.
But yeah, so try to connect with people that are on the journey with you. Stand up and talk about it. I know that sounds hard, and that's probably the hardest thing to do is if you don't have anybody right now, find an accountability buddy in your workshop.
Yeah.
Or online, if you're an online member. Find someone that you can text and talk to that's on the program or that actually at least understands and wants to support you.
Yeah. And then the last question we have is from Richard Morse. He said, "What did you guys do for exercise when you first started going to the gym?" So it's kind of the same question, but our first exercise is basically what we just said. We started by
in the house.
In the house here first.
Yeah.
We walked here. We walk around the pole.
We did. We walked
around the cat post.
Yeah.
With music on.
Yeah.
And we pet the cats on the way. And then we walk the other room and walk upstairs and walk all around the house basically. And so we started at home. And then the next step was the gym.
Yep.
Doing aqua Zumba. And then the next step after that, when that got easy, was doing body step, body attack, and then some Stairmasters, some elliptical. And then eventually what we did was just increase those exercises and made them harder and harder on ourselves. We started really slow, very low, and then slowly increased it. So that's how we did our exercise. So we actually made it pretty much on the hour with all the questions that you guys submitted. We answered everything that we got. So kind of proud of that. And I don't know if there's more questions on out there. What are you doing?
Someone sent a message about a fundraiser and I was confused about it. So that's why I wanted to make sure it wasn't a question or like your sister sending a message.
Don't worry about it. So yeah, so if you guys have any more questions, go right ahead and post them on the chat. Like we're open book, we'll talk about anything. So if you miss one of your questions, just post it.
Well, and it's 9 out of 5.
Yeah, so if not, you guys can go.
Yeah,
If you want to ask a question, go right ahead. But if you guys are good, then thanks for watching.
You're welcome, Sandy.
If you enjoy our videos, our live videos, subscribe by hitting the subscribe button below.
Don't forget to check out our website, www.gays.com, and you can find us on all social media. On Connect, I'm Terp7719.
Nikki Poo999.
And on Instagram, www.gays_JLUC.
www.gays_Nick. And you can find us on Pinterest.
Oh, yay, Pinterest! Guess what, guys? We never realized how much you guys love Pinterest. If we would have known that before, we would have done it. But you know what? It was not... I think the reason we held back for so long because we wanted the written recipes to be up there as well. Thank you again to Kim Amiat and to
Maryland
Event for sending those recipes for us. It was greatly appreciated.
Yeah. Next week also, while we're doing a live show, we'll actually be making a dessert.
Yes.
We don't know what dessert it is
No.
yet, but we decided like we made dinner twice. We want to change it up. That's like I hope you guys like the exercise this week too.
Yeah, and we might change the exercise up. This was the first time we did this, so we need to like vamp it.
We need dance music, Dustin.
We need to find some type of music that allows us to play in the background that doesn't like prevent us from posting it sometimes.
Yeah, because if you post music that plays on radio, we get
it affects our numbers on.
No, it makes us like it dings us.
Yeah.
We got copyright infringement on our videos.
on our videos. And
That's why we
like
don't
that.
sing. That's why whenever it's karaoke, those ones are usually dinged, but we get cleared because the original podcast. It's complicated.
It's complicated.
So I don't want to explain all of it, but just yeah. So that's why we need. So we'll switch it up. Some weeks we'll make food. Some weeks we'll might sit down and not do anything. Some weeks we'll make dinner. Some weeks might eat dinner with you. We don't know what we're doing.
Exactly.
We're
and if you guys have an idea of what you guys want us to try doing,
send it to us.
Send it to us because we love those ideas.
www.gates@gmail.com. And something else that we're floating by too that I would kind of maybe throw out there. We're thinking of maybe starting a podcast.
Yes, we are.
So
possibly
if
thinking
you guys think if that's a good idea, let us know because we were given a few people that have been telling us this now. So yeah, so if you guys want us to do a podcast, that's something else that we're thinking about too.
And again, thank you and please, Dustin.
Yes, please, Dustin.
Please,
So,
please.
So Leslie said yes. So yeah, we're thinking about it. We were told we have to learn how to speak one at a time.
That's gonna be
That's a
difficult.
problem for us. We're not good at that.
Yeah, but I meant actually, I
We
actually.
improved today, I think,
Yeah, somewhat.
because we got to
Yeah,
turns. Maybe.
I think so. I don't know. You know what? I'm sorry to say, guys, we're gonna talk on top of each other. It's gonna happen. This is who we are. We're gonna try to fix it, but guess what? That would be ruining our charm. I think
Yeah.
it's part of what we do.
Part of who we are as people. We
Yeah.
do it when we're talking to anyone.
Exactly. We finish each other's sentences.
It's just
so.
the way we are. When people meet us, they're like, they can't believe how it's what we're doing here on camera.
It's just us.
It's the same how we are when they meet us.
And it's funny because to me, I'm just like, well, that's just who I am. Why would it be anything different? Like, I honestly, I at least I hope, and the people who can vouch for me, I'm hoping are Mom and Cynthia, especially. Oh, I was like, Jean-Luc and Nick, who are they? They're writing to themselves. That's us. Stupid. And don't forget, this is still very small over here. Thanks, Michelle. We're really hoping that the podcast can happen at some point.
Yeah.
It's finding time.
We're trying to figure out what we want to do when we come back. So you guys just said we stopped our videos for a bit and we're waiting to come back after we move because we were trying to get that out of our way, get our lives back in order, and then come back and start doing.
So who's Mac and who's Tosh? It's Macintosh Gophers from. That's what Cynthia says we are.
You know those gophers from Bugs Bunny? If anybody has seen the two gophers, they're like, oh, thank you, no, after you, no, after you. Oh, you're so beautiful. No, you're beautiful. Oh, after you. Oh, let's do together. Oh. So yes, apparently that's who we are. So. Yeah, so next Sunday we will be back live. Like we said, our topic is
dealing with life.
Just
dealing
life.
with life. Like
life
dealing with
events.
the pushers and the people that police your food, and your sister's loving that.
Yeah.
And we are, thank you, Carol, we are who we are.
Yeah.
And we love it.
So thanks for watching, everyone.
Have a great night, everybody.
As you guys head out, we'll play some more music and we'll just dance around and see you guys bye.
Have a great week, everybody.
Dance?
Yeah, have a great week. Stay positive.
Yeah, stay positive. That's the most important thing.
I think one of the things, the most important thing is to give yourself positive affirmations. And if you can't do it every day, at least do it every other day or do it once a week. Give yourself that positive affirmation and make things good for you. So, have a good night, everybody. I'm thirsty.
Walk. We're going to dance.
We just walk. We don't want to get
No, but as I head out, we're going to dance. Bye, everyone. We're still live.
I'm drinking water.
Dance, honey.
Good night. Do your step dance.
I can do like I'm doing a staircase. Okay, I'm going downstairs. Ah!
The cat tripped him. Wow, someone walked 7K so far. That's awesome. Hey, Phil! How are ya?
Bye, everyone.
Bye, everybody.
Thanks for watching.
Have a great night. Have a good week. We'll see you guys next
Sunday.
Sunday.
Bye. And who knows what meeting we're going next Saturday?
I don't know.
Whose workshop will we show up to next?
I don't know.
Dance and walk around the house. Walk and dance. Walk around the house.
Bye, everybody.
Bye. Have a good night.